Namaste. Why dating apps can destroy your self-confidence. Um, I believe that dating apps are not for the faint of heart, and I believe that developing some kind of a thicker skin when dealing with dating apps will help you look at the bigger picture of why these people come your way and why other people fall away. And as I said, developing thicker skin and having a fresh perspective on the whole process helps. I said that because I remember one friend of mine. He's a very decent guy, and I remember that he was, kind of talking about the women who come his way, and he kind of although he was mentioning the stories in a very light-hearted manner, but I can feel that he feels a lot of pain, and I think it kind of got to him and got to his self-confidence, that because he kinds of attracts these gold diggers kind of women, because he tends to be like good looking, and he has a good background, and he's kind of mature and all this kind of stuff, and the women come to him expecting that okay, he's going to spend on us, he's going to kind of like sponsor us financially. And I was feeling that in his heart he felt like he's not worthy enough, that some woman would come his way that likes him for who he is and who he has to offer as a person, rather than him as a package. So that is why, actually, this is where the whole video came from, because I can feel that so many people, although they don't show, but the act of swiping right and swiping left, and at the end of the day, what does this signify? It signifies kind of acceptance or rejection, and so I believe that when you deal with these kind of apps, don't let it get into you, especially if it's recurrent, or if it repeatedly happened that people unmatched you, or they just kind of brushed you off, or nobody wants to really meet you and have coffee with you, or it happened once and then they are not interested again. So don't let it get into your head and feel like, oh, I'm not loved enough, I'm not interesting enough, there is something wrong with me. This actually goes into both categories, and I'm talking about polarity here, like feminine and masculine. You could feel, because I've seen men who really felt hurt by these actions, like they feel like they are not worthy, or there is a lot of competition out there and they cannot keep up, and they left the whole thing altogether, which is okay if this is what you want, but not out of being disheartened and dispirited and feeling bad, thinking that there is something wrong with you. And I invite you to take a deeper look and kind of do a review to the timeline in your life, and see how many times you were meant to be with that person and it didn't work out, or you meant to take this job and it didn't work out, or you meant to go on this trip and it didn't work out, and maybe it unfolded years and years later, or maybe it unfolded immediately, that this was not a good opportunity, or if you took this job, you would have been into deep trouble later, or you would have missed on something better, or if you hooked up with this person, your life would have been miserable, or you would have lost them later on in life. So it all kind of comes down to one thing at the end, which is trusting. Like, you have to trust that there is a bigger picture out there, and people who are meant to be in your life, they will be in your life regardless. And people who fall away and they don't stick around, they are not going to stick around anyway, no matter what you do, because we attract each other on a vibrational and frequency level. And maybe God spared you, God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, your higher intelligence spared you some kind of experiences that might in retrospect cause more damage and harm and hurt, and will leave a scar that will be harder to heal, I would say that. And so this is another perspective to look. And if you feel like, okay, but I am on the sensitive side, then I also urge you to look again into maybe find another way, find a more organic way to meeting people rather than the dating apps and the swiping right and left and the sense of feeling rejection. And I would like to maybe wrap up this video by a prayer from Change Me Prayers by Tosha Silver. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows that you alone are my source. Let me trust that you fling open every door at the right time. Free me from the illusion of rejection, competition, and scarcity. Fill me with confidence and faith, knowing I never have to beg, just gratefully receive. Love you, Tosha Silver. Beautiful, beautiful prayer. Stay blessed. Namaste.